Hi, I'm Kranky Crumpet and I'm here with Ebz-Ecutioner today. So she's come over just to show me how to do some basic skate maintenance. We're just going to start with how to pull your skate apart and change some things. Good.
Start off just using our tools and unscrewing our caps. Mine are orange and bought for me from a friend who knows that my favourite colour is orange. But when you unscrew these, the wheel just comes out pretty easily. When I take my wheels off my skates, I always try and remember which side they were on. So when I put them down, I've got to try and remember where they were on the skate and keep everything together so we can rotate the wheels later on.
If they don't have that tool, do they get this tool often with their skates?
Yeah, a lot of skates come with those tools, and they're just as good. They're just fun to use as well. Might need to do a little bit more shimmying, but they work just as well as the other skates. So I've remembered where my wheels are because later on when I put them on, I want to switch them around. So later on I'm going to rotate my wheels like this. Outside surface can be cleaned with like dishwashing detergent or any kind of like soap, but if you're going to be cleaning your wheels, don't leave the bearings inside if you're doing that. You have to separate everything, otherwise you're going to end up with rusty wheels. So I've got my handy dandy bearing pull right here, and press the button, stick it in. You can kind of shimmy your bearings out.
Sometimes they're a bit difficult, aren't they?
They can be. Sometimes they'll pop out quite easily and sometimes they need a bit of elbow grease. But once you pull it out, they just slip off when you push the button.
So what kind of bearings do you have?
These skates,
Are these the ceramic ones?
have kind of been put together with a bunch of different bearings because I've had over the years a couple break and then I've just replaced them with other bearings. So what I'm using right now actually, these ones, so they're rock solids from the Better Bearings store. The people who run Better Bearings have taken care of my skates at different times at different events around Australia, and I think it's nice to support them because they're really cool people as well. Okay, so right now we're going to rotate wheels. The reason I want to rotate wheels is because when you skate, you naturally push off on the inside wheels when you skate forward. So over time, it wears the inside of the inside wheels down, and you end up with a bit of a rounded effect, like on this side here. So I don't know if you can tell, but on this side, the wheels are much straighter on the edge, and on this side they're beginning to curve in. These have worn down a little bit, so what I want to do is just rotate them so that they all get a fair share, a little bit like rotating your tyres. So what we're going to do is take them off. I'm going to switch the front left wheel with the back right wheel, and the front right wheel with the back left wheel.
So how often do you rotate your wheels?
It really depends on how much you're using them. You probably want to rotate them maybe every 12 to 20 uses, depending on how much skating you've done. Switch them over and sticking them back on again. Now, so what I do is I tighten the wheel up almost as far as it will go, and then I just pull back a little bit so that we get a good spin.
And it's a good way to always check you haven't got too much movement up and down here too, isn't it?
If you have a tiny bit of movement like that, that's okay, but you kind of just want it to be tight enough so that you've got good spin, but not too tight that it doesn't move. When you're tightening your wheels, you also want to make sure that you don't push on the shield of the bearing as well. Some people will like put pressure on there where and that's not a good idea, otherwise you'll end up with bent shields like some of my variants had earlier. Yeah, that's good.
So thanks Ebs for coming along today and showing me all these really cool stuff on how to fix my skates and get ready for the new derby season.
That's cool, it's been fun. Maintenance is super important, so if you do these little things now, your skates will last much longer and you'll have more enjoyment for a longer time.
It's great. And if there's anything you guys want to know for future videos, just leave us a comment, inboxes. If you'd like to join Wollongong Illawarra Roller Derby, we train Tuesdays and Fridays on Court 3 at the UAW Sports Hub. And everyone is welcome, as long as you're 7 years and older, you can come down and have some fun with us. Awesome.